Hey, it's Tony here at Smart Motors Toyota. In this video, part 2 of the 2020 Toyota CHR XLE, we're going to dive inside and talk about all the interior features. Stay tuned. Okay, heading into the driver's side, up front on the doors, really interesting design features on the doors of the CHR. So this piece here is a hard plastic and it's got a nice diamond pattern to it, so you can really feel the diamonds when you run your hands across it. And then this is where we begin to see that neon blue trim, as well as the piano black trim on the inside, and then more of the diamond pattern down here on the lower part of the door. There is a bottle holder here on the door and a small pocket, and then one of your first speakers, you have 6 speakers in here. There's one down here in the door, and that has the diamond pattern on it as well. So really interesting style to the door. The vehicle does have power windows. They're auto down one touch, all 4 of them. Power mirrors, and then power retractable mirrors. So you can set up your outside mirrors to automatically fold in when you put it in park, or you can go ahead and manually fold them in by a push of the button. The only other vehicle that has that I've seen in the Toyota lineup, there might be one other, but the Tundra 1794 has retractable mirrors on it. Now diving into the inside itself, the door sills have that diamond pattern there. This particular one does have the all-weather floor mats, so those have already been put into the vehicle. Down here is our fuel door release, dimmer switch for our dash lights, and then the on-off switch for the automatic high beams. So you can turn those on and off right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the seats. So the seats on the XLE are cloth, and they have the blue, kind of the navy blue finish with blue stitching, and then the diamond pattern in the center of the seat. It's a deep bucket seat, very comfortable. I really think they fit good for a small guy like myself. And then the seats themselves, they're not power, but they have a height adjustment right here and a recliner adjustment, and then you're forward and backwards on the seat as well. And then while I'm down here, I want to point out the tilt steering wheel. It is a tilt steering wheel, but it's also telescoping, so you can go ahead and slide that in and out just by giving it a tug. So I kind of like that feature. It's not power, but it does telescope, and then you lock it in right here by tapping up on that handle. Let's go ahead and jump in the seat and see what we can find. Okay, here in the driver's seat behind the steering wheel, the steering wheel is the 3-spoke Toyota style steering wheel, although this particular one is unique for the CHR. It is leather wrapped and padded. I really like the way they've used the piano black trim all the way around the inside of the steering wheel here. Not seen that on any other Toyota. On this side are your controls for your sound system, your Bluetooth connectivity, voice activation for your smartphone. Of course, you get a driver's side airbag right here. And then over on this side are controls for your trip meter, your information center, which is located up here in the gauge cluster. We'll talk about that in just a moment. On-off switches for your lane departure. And then this is the sensitivity settings for your dynamic radar cruise control. And then the cruise control itself, to turn it on and off and set it, is down here. So you can reach it really easily, just like this. It is a nice, comfortable steering wheel. It's smaller in diameter, and I really like the look and feel of it. Notice that neon trim is continuing up into the dashboard over your sound system, and then finishes off on the other side of the vehicle. Really great look and contrast compared to the black and the red and such. The dash itself has a padded dash, but this is a kind of a navy blue soft tech fabric, and then your center armrest has navy blue on it as well. So they use the blue in some cases quite boldly, in other cases pretty subtle. On this side are the controls for your headlights. Now the XLE does not have fog lights, otherwise the controls would be over here for that. And then on this side is where the washer wiper controls, including a rear wiper, those controls are right there. Here's a quick look at your instruments. I'm going to go ahead and start it up so you can see what it looks like when you wake it up in the morning. And it does have a push button start on the XLE edition with the smart key. So let's go ahead and fire that up. See how that lights up, and here's your center stack. So now it's all ready to go, and we'll take a look at the gauges. So the gauges are white on black, but then they also have a blue kind of a meter across the top to work with the blue trim. Tachometer, temperature gauge, speedometer, fuel gauge on this side, and then here's where you have your information center, and you control that right here on the steering wheel to be able to toggle through that. Unfortunately, I've got the door open, so I can't do that. But that's where you're going to set up all of your settings for your safety sense and your fuel economy, and all that's going to be found within there. I did want to show you those mirrors that automatically fold in. So by setting the switch down here to auto, those mirrors will automatically fold in when the car is put in park. And then those mirrors also have puddle lights that shine down on the ground, and it shines down the CHR logo on the ground, so pretty cool. And then here's your blind spot monitoring right there in the mirror as well. So those mirrors do quite a bit. Surprising how much mirrors do these days. So let's go ahead and look at the center stack. This is an 8.1-inch touchscreen sound system. It does have Sirius satellite radio. You get 3 months at no charge, and then it's a subscription service. This radio is Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and Alexa compatible. And then you can also, it doesn't come with navigation, but there's an app for that, of course. And a ton of features in there. This is a 6-speaker sound system on the XLE edition. And you can see it sits up there kind of like, almost like a tablet. Super easy to use, super easy to reach over and change your stations and such, because it's all touchscreen. Now you can see they're using that black piano trim, kind of like gloss black trim all the way across the dash. The XLE does have dual automatic temperature controls for front driver, front passenger, and you can sync those up, so if you want them to be at the exact same temperature, you can do that. Front window defrost, rear window defrost, and your outside mirrors are heated, and you control those right there. I mentioned the push button starter for the engine, and then you have the smart keyless entry system, so you don't even have to take your keys out of your pocket to unlock the doors. Just make sure you have them on your person. And then way down underneath is where they've kind of hidden one of the USB charging ports is right here. There's a cup holder right here, holds a big mug. Piano black trim all the way down the center console. Love that. A brushed aluminum and leather wrapped shifter. And this is a CVT automatic transmission. Parking brake set. A hold for hill stops. Traction control on and off. And then an additional cup holder right here, which actually has a removable insert, so if you have tall mugs you can slide those in there, and then if you have a shorter cup you just slide that back in there. Nice attention to detail. All the little things are taken care of. Vents are here, on off switch. There's another vent across there. Take a look at our center console. Again, that blue navy blue finish, and then this opens up. It's actually pretty deep, and you'll notice down in here we do have a 12-volt outlet, so one more place to charge your gadgets. Total of 2 up front. I a USB and a 12 volt. Taking a look over on the passenger side, notice we have assist grips right here, visors, lighted vanity mirrors, visor extenders, and then if you look up at the ceiling here, they've embossed diamonds in the ceiling. So clearly this car is all about diamonds. If you look at your overhead dome light, diamonds in there, and then this is kind of a diamond shaped pattern, and these are your overhead dome lights, door light, and safety connect right there. And then your outside or your rear view mirror is your standard dimming rear view mirror. It's not automatic. You have to flip the switch to dim for cars behind you. And those diamond patterns extend over here, and a passenger assist grip here, side curtain airbags. So plenty of safety built right in as part of the Safety Sense 2.0. So there's the interior. Oops, forgot the glove box. Let's go ahead and open that up. Full-size glove box with your owner's manuals. Of course, as a new car, you get all of those things. Let's go ahead and jump into the back seat and see what we can find. Okay, diving into the back seat, stopping quickly here on the door. More of the diamond pattern, similar to what we saw up front. Brushed aluminum plastic door handle. There's a cup holder right here, and of course we have power window controls right there on the armrest. The back seats, again with the diamond pattern, so you see here on the side here where the airbag comes out, diamonds there. Threshold has diamonds on it. There's a map pocket here on the back of the passenger seat as well as the driver's seat. I would have liked to seen a USB port down here too, a charging port for your devices. Notice the back seat folds down. I've got 40% there, and then I can also fold down the 60% over here. And part of the all-weather floor mat, you get the heavy-duty floor mats for the back of the seats, and again with the diamond pattern. I will say the CHR is not super spacious in the back seat in terms of legroom. I've got that front seat probably about 3/4 forward, so not all the way forward, but if I jump in here, the leg room's okay. I've got about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, so that's not bad. So leg room's not a problem. Headroom is kind of iffy. I'm 5'7", and I probably have about, I don't know, 2 inches, maybe 3 inches of headroom up here. But what I don't like about the back seat is when you close this door, you can't really see out right here where your eyes are. So it's a little claustrophobic back here, especially with these huge seats and these huge headrests. So if you're sitting in the back seat, you're kind of in a little bit of a cave. Overhead dome light right here. There's no armrest in the center, so nothing folds down there. So that's kind of a miss. I think you should have an armrest in the back seat. And then here's a quick look at the front seat from the back seat, driver's compartment. Let's go ahead and jump out and take a look at the trunk. Okay, diving into the trunk. It's a hatchback, so it opens up really big and wide, no problem there. That's not a power hatch. If you want to take it down, there's a handle right here. There is a cargo cover, more of a screen. It's not strong enough to hold anything, but it could hide your cargo in the back. Folding the back seats down from here is not all that easy. I mean, you can reach up here and push on this and kind of give it a shove, I guess, but it's definitely easier to do it from up front. And then this thing you can take off pretty easily. You don't need any tools. But you pull that off. Get this off over here. There we go. And you do get a lot of cargo space back there. If you're a short person like me, you might be able to spend the night in there with an air mattress. Otherwise, this one, as I mentioned, has the all-weather floor mats, which are branded CHR, and has the diamond pattern built right into it. Over on this side, there's a cargo light, cargo storage, place here to hang your grocery bags, your plastic grocery bags, spare parts. And I'm just going to open this up and show you the spare tire. So it is a temporary spare tire. It is full size though. And then there's little compartments in here to put your stuff. So if you need some emergency road equipment, jumper cables, that type of stuff, it's all loaded right in and packed pretty tight. Here's your toolkit. Easy to get at for sure. And then when that's down, you have a flat floor. So pretty nice from that perspective. And then, as I said before, to take it down, doesn't take a lot of muscle, but take it down like that and you're good to go. Okay, there you have it. This is part 2 of the 2-part series on the CHR. If you haven't already seen the exterior overview, part 1, go ahead and click in the description down below and take a look at that. This is the 2020 Toyota CHR XLE edition, supersonic red with the black and blue interior. Hey, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you want more like this, go ahead and subscribe. And then if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know in the descriptions, and I'd be happy to try to answer your questions. This is Tony at Smart Toyota. Thanks for watching.